Putrika First Cut is a passionate love story, yes, but I wouldn't call it happy if the very first scene has a girl being burned at the stake. This is a visual novel drenched in memory loss, painful tragedy, and forbidden love, all set during a time of extreme paranoia of cursed witches and beings of devilry. Here you watch Lazariel, a girl who wakes up with no memories of her past, as she meets Remy, a boy who seems to know more than he should, as a demon. Now I'm gonna put this out there, I would very much recommend Putrika, but this is a very biased take. For anyone who's familiar with my specific taste in visual novel stories, emotionally gripping character-focused dramas, Putrika was fully satisfying. And it should be, because it's made by the same creative team behind Meike no Lupercalia. I've gone on record saying that Meike no Lupercalia is one of my favorite visual novels ever, and I've given it an S rating in my yearly review video. Both titles give off that same writing feel and atmospheric vibe. You'll get those really intimate character breakdowns with that extra spice of tragedy and a flair for the dramatic. Lupercalia presented this in a multi-heroine route story. However, with Putrika, you get this as a very short kinetic visual novel. I finished the game in about 8 hours, and the best thing is, while it may be named First Cut, this visual novel can be read as a self-contained title. Many thanks to Kagami Games for providing me a review copy, and for showing me a bittersweet tale just the way I like it. Putrika First Cut, The Reason She Must Perish, starts off pretty dark. Like I mentioned before, the story starts with a scene of a girl being burned at the stake, only to cut to the perspective of Lazariel waking up in a place she doesn't recognize. Very shortly after, she meets Remy, a quiet young man who, while benevolent, caring, and a bit awkward, remains tight-lipped about her origins. It isn't until later that night that she experiences very vivid nightmares of a young village girl with a terrible fate awaiting her. These hints further allude to the greater mystery behind the connection between these three characters, and I like how Putrika handles it. The game's pretty cheeky and clever about it. It likes to change perspectives all throughout the story, both telling events from the past and the present, and from different characters. Thanks to this, you'll get to read very intimate feelings of each character in here, but most importantly, it sets itself up for story twists and misleading deceptions. You can sense that things are going to go bad. I've even told you that this love story ends in tragedy, and yet Putrika still had some jaw-dropping moments in here, very passionate ones too. Of course, it isn't depressing all the time. There are moments of slice of life here and there to take the edge off. You'll get some cute interactions between Lazariel and Remy, with the former teasing the latter for his flustering reactions. Lazariel is a very likable character, and Remy's just a very cute boy. However, moments like these are pretty rare. The pacing is very tight. Make no mistake, Putrika is very much a drama title full blast, which traces a mystery here. It's actually kind of a downside. I wish there was more scenes between Lazariel and Remy together, developing their relationship. But I don't mind what the story did, because honestly, there's much deeper problems lying at the core of these two people. You can't really blame them though. It's everyone around them that's at fault. I didn't get mad at reading Putrika, but I got pretty upset at some moments. Not at the visual novel, but at the people surrounding our main cast, because their actions make this story pretty damn upsetting. Suicide, violence, and even torture, all fueled by paranoia and just outright repulsive, ugly human behaviors. And if that wasn't enough, the setting adds to the oppressive atmosphere. This is a game set in a historical time period where religious faith and villager insider mentality was standard. Pretty much anything that goes against understood public opinion was harshly rejected and disapproved. Add in Putrika's supernatural world building, and it just mixes in that extra level of complication. Because when Remy simply exists as a demon, it isn't too unbelievable to see Putrika's vicious version of the Salem witch trials. Luckily, you don't have to worry about seeing extreme visual gore. All of these elements are handled in a very tame way, almost artistic, very play-like in execution. And yet, it's because of that harsh environment that our characters shine that much brighter. Cultural taboos and people's opinions be damned. In the face of adversity, they will rise above it. And that's a big factor of why I like Putrika so much. Putrika's characters get really personal in here. You'll read all about their conflicted emotions as they get trapped in unfortunate circumstances, and their defiance to it. What really adds to it though is the prose. The writing really likes to play up the tension, done so in a very elegant, theatrical manner. And the characters vocalizing both their frustrations and passions is very nice to hear. I really like the voice acting and the artwork CGs in here, especially at big impact moments. It's pretty badass as they proclaim their love and yearnings in a world that stands against them. They go forth to dedicate their feelings in such brazen confidence at the very end. Really had me rooting for these characters, backing their corner out loud, only for the story to make me emotionally torn later on. Putrika, first cut, the reason she must perish is a depressing story, but there is a happy ending. Okay, it's a little bit bittersweet. It really likes to pile unfortunate circumstances one after the other, but at the end of the day, it does so in order to present one powerful story of love. Again, if you're looking for emotionally gripping character-focused dramas, Putrika First Cut will not disappoint. And it's very nice for a short read too. Now, if you enjoyed that review, you might want to check out this game over here, or check out this video for some of my general visual novel recommendations. I would like to thank everyone on Patreon for supporting me in covering visual novels. You guys are fantastic. And if you would like to be a part of that effort, please consider subscribing.